Hello and welcome. Chronic low-grade inflammation is now understood by scientists to be the common root of nearly every age-related health concern we face as women over 60. It's not a loud five-alarm fire, but a quiet, smoldering ember that can contribute to stiff joints, persistent fatigue, and that frustrating feeling that your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to. So often, we accept these feelings as a non-negotiable part of aging. But I am here today to tell you that so much of that feeling is not driven by the year you were born, but by what's sitting on your pantry shelves right now. The power to douse those embers is closer than you think. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've dedicated my practice to helping women navigate the changes in their bodies with clarity and compassion. This channel is a space for us to do just that together. If you believe that your best years are not behind you, I invite you to subscribe and become part of our growing community. And before we begin, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? I love knowing where this community of strong, vibrant women comes together. Now let's open those pantry doors. We're not here to judge or feel guilty. We're here to understand, to empower, and to reclaim our vitality, one shelf at a time. The first group of items we need to talk about are the industrial seed oils. This includes common vegetable oil, corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower, and safflower oil. They're everywhere, and we've been told for decades that they're the heart-healthy choice. But for so many women, they are contributing to a silent ache that has become a part of daily life. I think of my patient, Margaret. She described her mornings to me as feeling creaky. It took her a good 10 minutes to feel like her joints in her hands and knees were properly warmed up. She'd accepted this stiffness as her new normal. Here's the simple science behind Margaret's experience. Our bodies need a healthy balance of omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Think of it like a seesaw. Omega-3s, found in things like fatty fish and flaxseed, are anti-inflammatory. They help calm things down. The omega-6s in these processed seed oils, however, are pro-inflammatory when we consume too many of them. Our modern diet has sent this seesaw crashing to the ground on the omega-6 side. This imbalance creates that smoldering fire of inflammation I mentioned, which often manifests as joint pain and stiffness. The solution is a simple, beautiful swap. Let's clear out those plastic jugs of highly processed oils and replace them with true healing fats. Extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed and full of antioxidants, is perfect for dressings and drizzling. Avocado oil is wonderful for higher heat cooking, and unrefined coconut oil can be a lovely choice as well. Margaret made this one change, and within a month, she told me her mornings felt fluid again. She could close her hands into a fist without that familiar ache. You deserve to wake up feeling supple and free, not stiff and restricted. Next on our list is something many of us grew up with: classic white bread along with white pasta and white rice. The struggle here is often one of energy. Do you ever have a sensible lunch, maybe a sandwich, and then by 3 p.m. you feel an overwhelming urge to nap? You feel foggy, irritable, and all you can think about is finding something sweet to get you through the rest of the day. This was Susan's story. She was a dedicated volunteer at her local library, but she found her afternoon shifts were becoming a battle against exhaustion. The science is like a roller coaster. These refined white carbohydrates have been stripped of their fiber and nutrients. When you eat them, your body converts them to sugar almost instantly. This sends your blood sugar soaring high, giving you a quick burst of energy. But what goes up must come down. Your body releases a flood of insulin to handle the sugar, causing your blood sugar to crash just as quickly. This crash is what leaves you feeling drained, foggy, and craving more sugar to get back up again. It's a vicious cycle that depletes your energy reserves day after day. The empowering solution is to embrace whole grains. This isn't about eliminating bread or pasta. It's about choosing smarter versions. Look for 100% whole wheat or whole grain bread, where the first ingredient listed is a whole grain. Try brown rice, quinoa, or pasta made from chickpeas or lentils. These foods are full of fiber, which slows down the sugar absorption. It turns that energy roller coaster into a gentle rolling hill, providing you with steady, reliable energy that lasts for hours. Susan started packing her lunch with a hearty salad full of chickpeas and a slice of true sourdough bread. She told me with tears in her eyes that for the first time in years, she felt sharp and present for her entire afternoon. That is the power of stable blood sugar. All right, let's move on to the third culprit, often hiding in plain sight: sugary sauces and salad dressings. I'm talking about ketchup, barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, and most bottled salad dressings, even the ones labeled light or fat-free. So many of us are trying to do the right thing by eating more salads, but we unknowingly sabotage our efforts with what we pour on top. This was Linda's frustration. She was meticulously crafting beautiful salads for lunch, but she still felt bloated and sluggish afterward. She couldn't understand why her healthy meal was making her feel so unwell. The science is simple: hidden sugar. To make low-fat dressings taste good, companies often load them up with sugar, high-fructose corn syrup, and a host of artificial ingredients. A mere 2 tablespoons of some popular barbecue sauces contain more sugar than a donut. This sugar feeds the unhealthy bacteria in your gut, leading to bloating and gas. It also triggers that same inflammatory response and blood sugar roller coaster we just talked about. It turns your nutrient-rich salad into an inflammatory, energy-draining meal. The solution is not only simple but also delicious. Make your own. Takes less than 2 minutes. A base of extra virgin olive oil and a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, with a pinch of salt, pepper, and maybe some dried herbs, is a classic for a reason. It's clean, it's anti-inflammatory, and it allows the flavor of your fresh vegetables to shine through. Linda started making a simple vinaigrette each week, and the difference was immediate. Her afternoon bloating vanished, and she felt a new sense of lightness and energy after her meals. You are in control of every single ingredient. There is such power in that. Number 4 is the entire aisle of processed snack foods. The colorful bags of chips, the boxes of crackers, the cheesy puffs, and the pretzels. The struggle here is often mindless. It's 8 p.m., you're settling in to watch your favorite show, and you reach for that bag of chips. Before you know it, the bag is half empty and you don't feel satisfied, just full and a little bit guilty. This was Carol's habit. She told me she felt like she was in a trance when she ate them, and afterward she felt heavy and mentally foggy. These foods are engineered by scientists to be hyperpalatable. This means they are designed with the perfect combination of salt, sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial flavorings to bypass your body's natural fullness signals and keep you coming back for more. They offer almost no nutritional value, no vitamins, no minerals, no fiber. Instead, they deliver a potent dose of inflammation from the processed oils they're fried in, and a spike in blood sugar from the refined flours they're made from. This combination is a direct drain on your brain function and your physical energy. The solution is to stock your pantry with snacks that nourish you instead of just filling you. A handful of raw almonds or walnuts, some olives, an apple with a spoonful of almond butter, or a few squares of high-quality dark chocolate. These are whole food snacks that provide fiber, healthy fats, and protein. They will actually satisfy your hunger and provide your body with the building blocks it needs to thrive. Carol replaced the chips on her end table with a small bowl of mixed nuts and berries. She found she ate far less, felt truly satisfied, and that evening brain fog began to lift. Now for number 5. Artificially sweetened diet foods and drinks. For so long, we were told that if we wanted to manage our weight, these were the answer. Diet sodas, sugar-free yogurts, and light desserts. Diane was a devoted diet soda drinker. She thought she was making the healthy choice, avoiding all that sugar. Yet she was constantly battling sugar cravings, her digestion felt off, and she just couldn't seem to lose that stubborn weight around her middle. The science here takes us to the incredible world inside our gut, our microbiome. Think of your gut as a lush garden, home to trillions of helpful bacteria. These bacteria are essential for digestion, mood regulation, and a strong immune system. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose are like foreign chemicals to this garden. Studies show they can disrupt the delicate balance, harming the good bacteria and allowing less helpful ones to thrive. This can lead to digestive issues, increased inflammation, and, ironically, can even worsen sugar cravings by tricking your brain's sweetness receptors. The most empowering solution is to retrain your palate to appreciate less sweetness. Instead of diet soda, try sparkling water with a squeeze of fresh lime or a few muddled berries. Instead of sugar-free yogurt, choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt and add a handful of fresh blueberries. When you stop overwhelming your taste buds with intense, artificial sweetness, you start to discover the subtle, natural sweetness in real foods. It's a journey, but a deeply rewarding one. Diane slowly weaned herself off the diet sodas, and she found that her cravings diminished, her digestion improved, and her taste for real whole foods blossomed. Number 6 might be a surprise. Mini canned soups. They seem like such a convenient, comforting meal. But for Barbara, they were part of a frustrating health puzzle. Her doctor was concerned about her blood pressure, and she was constantly dealing with swollen ankles and puffiness in her hands, especially at the end of the day. The culprit here is often an enormous amount of sodium. A single can of soup can contain more than half of your recommended daily sodium intake. Sodium acts like a sponge in your body, causing you to retain excess water. This is what leads to that feeling of puffiness and bloating, and it forces your heart and circulatory system to work much harder, which can elevate blood pressure. Many of these soups also contain MSG and other chemical flavor enhancers that can add to the body's overall inflammatory burden. The solution is to look for low-sodium or no-salt added broths and soups. Or better yet, discover the simple joy of making your own. A pot of homemade lentil or vegetable soup can be made in under an hour and will provide you with days of deeply nourishing, clean meals. You control the salt, you choose the fresh herbs, and you fill it with life-giving vegetables. Barbara started making a big pot of soup on Sundays for the week ahead. Not only did her puffiness and swelling go down, but she felt a profound sense of nourishment and self-care that no can could ever provide. Finally, number 7. The classic sugary breakfast cereals. The ones that promise health with words like heart healthy or added fiber on the box, but whose first ingredient is often sugar or refined flour. Helen was starting her day with a bowl of cereal, thinking it was a quick, sensible choice. But by 10 a.m., she would hit a wall. She felt shaky, unfocused, and desperately needed a coffee and a pastry to keep going. She was starting her day already in an energy deficit. This is that same blood sugar roller coaster, but this time you're getting on the ride first thing in the morning, setting a terrible pattern for the entire day. Starting your day with a meal high in sugar and refined carbs is like building your house on a foundation of sand. It's guaranteed to crash. The most powerful change you can make for your daily energy is to start your day with protein and healthy fat. This builds a stable foundation for the day ahead. This could be 2 eggs with some sautéed spinach, a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, or a protein smoothie. These meals are digested slowly, providing a steady release of fuel to your brain and body, keeping you full, focused, and energized all morning long. Helen switched to eggs in the morning, and she called it revolutionary. She sailed through her mornings with clear, steady energy, no longer a victim of that mid-morning crash. Cleaning out your pantry is not about restriction. It is an act of liberation. It's about making a conscious choice to fill your body with foods that heal, energize, and support you. This is your kitchen. This is your body. You are the one in control. Your body is wise and has an incredible capacity to heal when given the right tools. Be patient with yourself. Start with one shelf, one meal, one choice at a time. I would love to hear from you. Please share one small change you plan to make in the comments below. Reading about your journey inspires me and every other woman in this beautiful community. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Until next time, be well and be kind to yourself.